Bucky O'Hare and the Toad Wars, also known as Bucky O'Hare and the Toad Menace in Canada and Bucky O'Hare in the United Kingdom, is an animated series created by Sunbow Productions, Abrams and Gentile Entertainment, Continuity Comics, and the French company IDDH, co-produced by Marvel Productions and distributed by Hasbro subsidiary Claster Television. It was based on the cult comic Bucky O'Hare and animated by a.k.a. It debuted in 1991 in the United States and 1992 on in the UK on the BBC. The
Ah, good. It's starting. Yeah, that's what you say. I can never figure out when the hell the studio logos end and the actual movie begins.
show was made with the intention of promoting the new Bucky O'Hare themed toy line. When plans for that fell through, though, the series was abruptly canceled after only 13 episodes, meaning one season. Bucky O'Hare is a fictional, anthropomorphic, extraterrestrial, extra-dimensional green hair, and the hero of the eponymous comic book series and other spin-off media, including the aforementioned animated TV cartoon show, as well as various toys and at least one video game tie-in adaptation. He was created by comic book writer Larry Hama and comic book artist Michael Golden between the years of 1977 and 1978 and made its publishing debut in *a.k.a. Futurepast #1 in the May of 1984 in Continuity Comics. The storyline of Bucky O'Hare follows a parallel universe where a galactic war is ongoing between the United Animals Federation, the UAF, and the sinister Toad Empire. The UAF is an interplanetary republic run by sapient mammals, while the Toad Empire is controlled by a vast computer system known as Complex, which has led the highly consumerist Toad population to fight an expansionist campaign against the rest of the galaxy. Bucky and his crew are members of the SPACE organization, which stands for Sentient Protoplasm Against Colonial Encroachment. Bucky O'Hare, as I previously stated, is a green hair, the captain of a SPACE frigate named the Righteous Indignation. His crew was introduced in the comic. It consists of Jenny, Bucky's first mate and pilot, a female cat from the planet Aldebaran with mysterious magical and psionic powers common to the females of her species. They include telepathy, astral projection, energy blast, and healing. Because of the prime directive of the Aldebaran Sisterhood, she keeps these powers a secret from the other members of the crew. There is
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
also Bruce, a Beetlejuicean berserker baboon who served as a Righteous Indignation's engineer before being killed in a power feedback from the photon accelerator that dissolved his body. In the TV show, he vanishes into another dimension when the ship's photon accelerator malfunctions during battle for censorship purposes. Willie DeWitt, an engineer and a preteen human genius from San Francisco, who enters the parallel universe via a portal between the ship's photon accelerator and his own accelerator at home. He replaced Bruce, the former engineer, who was vaporized when Toad plasma weapons caused a massive feedback in the ship's photon accelerator. Later, Willie became stranded when his parents turned off the photon accelerator back in his room. Bucky and his crew decide to keep Willie a secret from the Toads. Deadeye Duck, a gunner and a four-armed former space pirate duck from Canopus 3. He is missing an eye and is impatient and violent, preferring to let his 4 laser pistols do the talking for him. He speaks with a southern accent. See Blinky, an advanced AFC android first class that has only one eye and uses the phrase calamity and woe to identify problem situations for Bucky and his crewmates. Bruiser is a character exclusive to the cartoon series. He is the younger brother of Bruce, and he likewise goes berserk due to his burning hatred of Toads, exacerbated by their causing of his older brother's death. He also has a great respect for Willie. Bucky is skilled in the use of almost any weapon and is adept at piloting most vehicles. Being a hare, he can jump incredibly high and kick incredibly hard. He has excellent agility and reflexes to the point that he can dodge masked laser fire at very close range. He is also a quick thinker, able to think of and implement tactical plans on the fly. He has a good eye for recognizing the qualities of command potential. Mimi LaFleur was given a command of her own on his personal recommendation after he observed her taking command in a chaotic situation. He is also a master of disguise. Bucky hails from the planet Warren. There, he was trained by a mysterious mentor who taught him how to be a warrior. Sometime later, Bucky joined SPACE and became the captain of their only ship, the Righteous Indignation, while he served SPACE. Warren fell victim to the Toad Empire, who used a machine called the Climate Converter to change it into a swamp, a far more suitable habitat for their use. His full name is revealed as Buckminster O'Hare. He is a no-nonsense leader who is able to instill trust in his crew through his charisma and combat experience. However, he is not one to let his men do all the work for him and often goes to fight the enemy himself, either alongside his crew or alone if necessary. He has a deep hatred of the Toad Empire and its expansionism, amplified by the fact that they destroy the environment of his home, which gives him a very strong motivation to fight their power at every possibility. This translates to an unyielding attitude that generally works to his advantage, but sometimes can work to his detriment when he gets in over his head. For all of his good qualities, Bucky's character flaws are that he can be impulsive and at times a severely poor judge of character, often trusting in the good intentions of any non-Toad, regardless of their background, even as Ezosaurus, like Al Negator.
Traitoro was a traitor?
Duh.
When it comes to relations with his crew, Bucky is one of professional distance. His job is to get the best out of their abilities as they fight against the Toad Empire. Even so, Bucky is rather close to Officer Jenny, who he trusts with his life. However, he maintains a level of distance even from her. He did not even disclose the name or nature of his mentor to her.
He's consulting with his mentor.
His mentor?
Some mysterious teacher who taught him how to be a warrior. That's all Bucky would tell us. We've got to contact him.
Bucky acts like a brother to Willie DeWitt and is good friends with the rest of his crew and fellow captains. Bucky is also the love interest of Mimi LeFleur. When Mimi was informed that Bucky was the one who recommended her for her command, she kissed him. He was visibly shy when he encountered her again. In his official promotional bio card, it says, Title/rating, Captain of the SPACE Frigate, Righteous Indignation. Weapon of choice, 1 automatic self-cleaning laser pistol. Bucky made his mark in the United Animals of the Aniverse Space Service, battling giant cyborg spiders during the Great Clone Uprising on Rigel II. He was awarded the Bronze Furball with zinc palms for his role in subduing the mutant weasel of the vegan slug lords. Bucky is a Knight Commander of the most secret and glorious Galactic Order of the Silver Carrot, which grants him a lifetime supply of vintage, purple-colored Vegalian 2 carrots, a true Aniverse delicacy. Bucky can be found standing on the bridge of the Righteous Indignation, looking at danger head-on, the stench of hot ions in the air, and the sight of Toad laser rules reflecting off his goggles. He's not just some rabbit who looks good under fire. His crew doesn't follow him because of his bubbling personality or because he shoots a mean laser. They follow him for his ability to take charge of a desperate situation and turn it around in his favor. Now that's a real leader. You may not know it, but Mimi is not the only one who is in love with him, because apparently in Home Swampy Home he is Jenny's love interest. His feelings are somewhat ambiguous, as in The Artificers of Aldebaran, when Mimi criticizes Jenny, he hits back by stating that he'd go to the ends of the Aniverse to help her.
I had to take the ship. I can't explain without betraying the sisterhood. If we don't return, we're proud to have served with you. Jenny out.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Cats. Huh. Everyone knows you can't trust them.
I'd trust Jenny with my life. For that matter, I have, more times than I can count. I'd go to the ends of the Aniverse to help her. If only I knew which end she was in.
While this has neither been confirmed nor denied officially, it has been speculated that Bucky's name and character may have been inspired by Lieutenant Commander Edward Henry O'Hare, who was born March 13, 1914, and died November 26, 1943, who was an American naval aviator of the United States Navy, who on February 20, 1942, became the Navy's first fighter ace of the war when he single-handedly attacked a formation of 9 medium bombers approaching his aircraft carrier. Even though he had a limited amount of ammunition, he was credited with shooting down 5 enemy bombers and became the first naval aviator recipient of the Medal of Honor in World War II. It's also worth mentioning that his nickname was Butch, which is very similar to Bucky. However, like I said, there are zero citations or official confirmations nor denials of this connection as far as I have been able to tell in my research. So take this with an entire shaker of salt rather than any sort of objective fact, considering the tenuous connection at best.